Hello everyone. In today's video, let's have a quick look at how Dent has been performing since one week. So it's pretty right now consolidating um, around the same 1 cent mark. It's pretty good actually compared to most of the other tokens what they are doing. It's trying to go sideways. You can clearly see on the chart. So it had a very good nice spike all the way to 0.012, and now it's pretty much consolidating, and the volume is bit taking some breath now and trying to stabilize in terms of volume. So the volume is steadily roughly around 100 million a day, which is not too bad compared to the supply of Dent it is having. So that said, let's do a quick comparison of the previous bull run against the existing bull run. So that will give us a clear idea of where the next euphoria for Dent could come and how far it could stretch. Let's have a look at that video today, in the video today. So if you look at the psychology of market cycles, so we are pretty much right in between year and year, between belief and optimism. That's where we are here. So we have crossed the hope part. That's why we have seen some couple of spikes. So if you look at the actual Dent graph, you can pretty much see here we had how many spikes we have: 1, 2, and 3, 4 spikes, three big spikes we have had so far. This one is one which led to the 0.003 mark, and then we had another one to 0.006, and then it went to 0.012. So basically we had three. So we crossed, once it crossed the 0.067 mark, then that was the hope bit. We broke the hope here, and we are right now pretty much over here, I would say. So pretty much close to optimism, not between optimism and belief. So right now we are going sideways along the between the hope and optimism. So we got quite a lot of stuff to go. We're gonna get some optimism coming out by new release and new news, partnerships. Those could bring more optimism in the market sentiment. So once we are going to have some more optimism coming out, then we might get into the stages of belief. And then once belief get past, then you have some thrill and euphoria coming up. So there's quite a lot of room for Dent to spike to that point. It all depends on, of course, BTC, how it's doing. But I think generally the market looks pretty good. The reason we are seeing a bit of a slow turn in the general crypto market is because this is a tax year, end of tax year. So most of the institutionals and retail participants, they are taking out some cash so that they could save some for the rainy days, basically. So that's the reason we are seeing quite a lot of sell-offs, and that's reflected on the market sentiment. But in general, compared to 2018 bull run, we are not seeing quite large pullbacks which we saw in 2018. But that's a good sign, because we now have quite a lot of institutional play in the market, and retail is being is pretty much dominated now by the institutional investors. So that is pretty good sign, which brings stability to the market generally. And when institutions are in, they don't want their money to go down, so they will try whatever they can to keep the market pumped up. So that's a good sign. So we are right now here, as I said, close to optimism. So once you have the Gigastore launch and the next version of mobile app, then the new Dent exchange app, and then trading of mobile app, and then the Dent sharing of mobile data, all happening right from your Dent mobile app, from your smartphone, you would be able to do. So once that gets launched, I think we will break the optimism and belief, go past the belief, and then you'll have start of a lot of thrill and then euphoria. So even after euphoria, you still have lots of corrections happening all this way up to the point of belief. So you have quite a lot of room for you to protect your capital. So we are right now here, as I said, we had like 4 upward turfs in the daily chart. If you see, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 upward turfs we have, and now we are going sideways. It's pretty much identically reflecting here in this graph. So we are right now there on 0.003. We were here, and then we broke it to 0.006, and then went past 0.007 mark, and then we hit 0.001, and then we are now going sideways pretty much. So once we get past the close to the optimism, we are going to see quite a lot of parabolic surges coming, and that's when you're going to see Dent getting to hitting the previous all-time high. So I don't think so, it's not too far away. So we have consensus, the biggest cryptocurrency event which happens once in a year in the month of May. That's happening in May 2021 as well. So that will bring loads of cryptocurrency participants, companies and CEOs. They all will be taking part in that event, and they will showcase their new DeFi protocols and blockchain based solutions and whatnot. So that demo always keeps the market up. So I think that's April, May, I would say, is going to be, we will get past the belief stage. So that would be probably like 5 cent mark here. We will get there when everyone starts believing it. And then once the 5 cent mark breaks, we will get to see the all-time high, crossing the all-time high. So we probably around here we will hit the all-time high, and then we don't know what could the upper threshold for the new all-time high. I reckon the new all-time high could be 25 cents. That's just my own opinion. This is not financial advice or something. I'm just comparing it with the previous bull run. So if I compare it with the previous bull run, so basically it's pretty much started around December 15th, where it was 003, pretty much what we saw in February. Yes, early start of February, Dent was around 003, and then it broke that out, and then went all the way to, let me make the graph a little bit bigger so it's visible for you. So then it went and hit 1 cent by December 17th, and then so the pretty much consolidation happened all the way till 1 month, from December 17th till January 18th. So that is the level of spikes. This parabolic, this is where you're in the you broke the belief stage here, and then went all the way to break the optimism and went all the way to belief, and then consolidation, and then you have the thrill and euphoria, and then it's all consolidation. And it still stayed at 4 cent by 30th of January, and even 1 cent, 3 cent till 3rd of February, and even again had some few spikes and run-ups, still stayed at 3 cent for more than 2 months during the previous bull cycle. So I don't think so we are not going to go back below 1 cent for at least for a few more months to come. So 1 cent is probably a huge support line that Dent is having as we speak now. So you can see this is the trend line now. We don't have much data because it's just been a week, 1 week that we had this bull run. So now right now is 1 cent is probably the support trend we are seeing. If we break that, it could be 0.009 as the next support line. Here we may not have much support, might fall down all the way to 0.05 or 0.08 mark, but I don't think so it's going to happen, because 1 cent is the new support trend, and it will keep up at least for the next 2 months to come. And if optimism breaks, as I showed in the chart, if we break past the belief and optimism, then I think 5 cent is pretty close, not very far. So yep, that's what I would like to say. And if you look at the token holders count, is pretty much we are now close to 50,000 token holders, and these wallets on the top 50 are shrinking in size, which means that people who bought Dent and holding it for more than 4 years since the ICO, they have been rewarded heavily right now. So what I would say for you guys who have bought the DENT token recently is you might have to have a long-term view. I know 4 years might sound crazy and you're not going to have the level of patience, but people who had that patience have been rewarded heavily, trust me. So yeah, right now the eSIM market is booming up, and once we start seeing more mobile hand operators manufacturing low-end eSIM phones, that's when Dent eSIM is going to get a huge adoption, global adoption. So right now there's not much eSIM handset manufacturers, only the flagship premium heavy costly Samsung 21 S21 and iPhones and Google Pixel. They are not for the cheap and Asian market. So once we start seeing manufacturers producing eSIM supported devices for low end Android devices, that's when the adoption is for Dent is going to skyrocket. So right now we are not seeing that. We may not see that by this year, even probably 2022, 23, 24. The next 3 years looks quite positive for Dent. So I would say hold on strongly. Don't try to sell and exit quickly, even if the support line breaks to 0.005. I might sound crazy, you're not going to like it, but even if it breaks and falls all the way to 0.006, I would say do dollar cost averaging, buy some more that at the dips, whatever you can afford. This is not financial advice, it's just a general strategy for making your dollar cost averaging the token price. So that will give you, so then you can exit again at 1 cent even with 50% profit. That's why I'm saying, even if it pulls back, don't try to never ever sell your Dent tokens in a loss. Yeah, so if you don't sell, it's not a loss. The market would have gone down and your portfolio might be looking 50% down or 80% down. Even in crypto market, I think 80%. I personally myself, I have seen 92% down with the Dent token for the past 4 years. But add the patience now to see hitting 1 cent, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get hit and go past 5 cents very easily. So everyone has a different financial needs, so you have to analyze yourself at what is your exit point. Even if you want to exit at 5 cent, have a don't sell all of it, just leave some, take your initial capital off the table first, and then leave the rest to grow and exit at different points of your portfolio success. So like say if you hit 5 cents and if you see your portfolio has done 500% profit, take 10% off the table, and then if it goes to 10 cents, then take another 10% off your table. That way you get to take profits at different value rather than exiting everything in one go. You leave the tokens to grow in value. That would be the best strategy, I would say. So let's watch out and see how it turns out. We might have a general trend line looks pretty good. The technical, from technicals, you can see here it's showing a very good indication, like weekly and monthly and 3 months and 6 months and year to date, all looking pretty good, and it's a strong buy signal on a daily candles. So that this technicals is pretty good. You say the sentiment of market, so it's pretty much strong buy signal, 13 out of 15, so which is a very good indication that the market is pretty strong for Dent right now. So let's stay tuned and see how it turns out in the next couple of months. Remember, the next 3 months is going to be really exciting times for Dent. The reason I'm saying is they have quite a lot of things coming out in the coming months. So they have Dent Gigastore coming, and you have Dent Exchange, the new version of Dent Exchange coming up as well. And yeah, the next release, they're going to have a pretty much like staking system for Dent, or you can say a loyalty program, reward system is going to come as well. So a ton lots of news is there in the making for Dent, so which is a very good sign, so that it could break the euphoria and go past the thrill and euphoria stage and hit the all-time high again. Thanks for watching.